And are you aware that what that means is your contract is with the court, it's not with your attorney, it's not with the state. If you've reached some sort of a proposed agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow that agreement. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number one true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Deny the motion, amends conditions for cognitive behavioral class, IOP with lifetime recovery, enrollment PEP class within 7 days.
Probation.
Yes, Judge.
Is that probation's recommendation?
That's the recommendation that's on the court summary, Judge. I do want to point out that Ms. Bandy was placed on probation October 2023. You wanted field visits to be conducted at her home. They have been conducted, however, no contact has ever been made with Ms. Bandy at her home. She's not home when those are completed. Private outpatient program has not been completed. Parenting classes have not been completed. Community service hours, there was 200 hours ordered. There's a balance of 200 at this point.
All right. So Ms. Bandy, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Shelby Bandy.
All right, other than committing a theft, what have you done on probation?
Well, I hadn't paid yet because I worked 6 days a week at my job and I was,
No, we're not talking about money,
oh, okay.
because what I'm talking about is you were supposed to do parenting classes. Have you done parenting
I
classes?
was online, I was doing them online because I was working, like I said, but I hadn't completed them yet.
All right. Have you been available for field visits?
No, ma'am, I was working 6 days a week. So when they went to my house, I was at work.
How did you have time to commit a theft if you're working 6 days a week?
I had taken the wrong person to the store and, I gave a ride to the wrong person and got caught up doing that. So I just,
All right, so you have a time to take a person to the store,
Mhm.
commit a theft, but you don't have time to complete your parenting classes because you are working 6 days a week. You don't have time to be home for your field visits because you're working 6 days a week. And did you complete CATs 1 and 2?
not yet. Yeah, my probation officer told me that I would do that after I got done with the parenting classes.
All right, any questions, defense?
I do have some statements to make that
Yes,
I met with her.
and just 1 second, I'm sorry. State any questions of the witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right, counsel.
I met with her prior to this, and she told me that after she was placed on probation, she had to go to jail. I believe it was for an offense out of another county. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so she wasn't out of jail until December 4th of what year?
2023.
2023. And she tells me her mom passed away the prior day. She tells me that her intent has been to complete these classes and to complete everything, but she seems to have had some problems doing so. Can you tell the judge why you didn't, just a better explanation of why you didn't complete all these things, other than just working?
Yeah, I was working and then my mother passed away the day before I got out of jail. And so we had to, plan her funeral. We ended up cremating her. We spread her ashes at the beach. And then her house, we were gonna sell it now. And so we had to clean it up. So I was busy doing that too. I was busy going to work. When I wasn't at work, I was at home packing up all of her stuff,
Did you pick up the phone and tell probation?
yeah, my probation officer, I was reporting and she knew everything that was going on and she was understanding about it. She just said, she did tell me that I needed to go take a drug test and then pay something by the next time that I reported. And then I ended up getting locked up.
Your Honor, I believe she's been in jail since June 20th. And she tells me she's been through many probation officers. And so I don't know if that's an excuse or anything, but
No, when I first started to report, I saw like 3 or 4 different probation officers in the beginning. And then the probation officer that I have now, I guess my permanent one, I only saw her 3 times, I believe.
Excuse me. No talking behind the court reporter. All you have to do is ask the deputy to move your person to the end. Thank you. You may continue.
Yeah, so they gave me like 3 or 4 different probation officers in the beginning, and then so it was like I got orientated like every time, you
How
know?
does that translate to you committing a theft?
It doesn't, it's just, forgot what he asked me. It's just what I was doing, like why I hadn't completed the classes and stuff, you know, like why I hadn't done anything like taking a drug test or making payments and stuff like that, because I was just busy working. And then the probation officer that I got, my permanent one, I only saw her like 2 or 3 times before.
Ask her another question.
Yes.
Okay, do you understand this judge can send you to prison if you're too busy and then you won't be too busy?
Right, I understand that.
You understand that? Because probation is a chance for you to show the court that you can comply with regulations and rules. If you go out and you commit other offenses, you're not reporting, I know you report it, but if you're not doing everything you're supposed to do, your probation can be revoked.
I understand.
And nobody can stop the judge from doing that. You understand that?
I understand.
If this judge does go with the recommendation from the probation officer who wrote this up, are you gonna comply with what you have to do?
Yes,
Are you gonna be too busy working?
no,
You understand being too busy working tells the judge that you're too busy to do probation?
I understand.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
There.
All right. I'm not going to follow your agreement. I don't think you're appropriate candidate for probation. The number one thing, you're on probation for breaking into someone's home and stealing. You haven't done anything on probation. The only thing you've done is committed another theft. So the court is finding violation of condition number 1 true. The court will find you guilty. I'll order the therapeutic community. That can help you with any drug or alcohol issues you may have. There's going to be a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Does anyone wish to speak on time? The range of punishment is 2 to 20 years.
Your Honor, I would ask for the 2 years because she probably thought she was gonna get the recommendation from probation today. And I know that it's serious, not, picking up another offense and so on. But she tells me she was working. I understand it's not an excuse, but she wasn't out there using drugs according to her.
Okay. All right. State.
4 years, Your Honor.
All right. The court is finding you guilty. The court will order the therapeutic community, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
She did sign it, Your Honor.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question on what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
10 minutes in, and probation just snapped shut. Shelby Bandy was given deferred for burglary of a habitation, 4 years to prove she could follow the rules. No parenting classes finished, no cats, no community service, no field visits. But there was time for a brand new theft. Even with probation recommending another chance, the judge shuts it down and sends her to prison for 6 years. Do you think that was justice? Or was she thrown away too fast? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments like this.
Let me just pull up the TAP evaluation.
And I'm gonna ask for a continuance, Judge,
Let me ask Mama if she has.
Okay, why will you be asking for a continuance?
because on the very last page, it says that on September 10th, my client has a mental health evaluation that was identified during the psychological.
All right, if you believe she's competent, we're going to go forward. And I will take it into consideration that they believe that she has mental health
Okay.
issues potentially.
All right.
All right, everyone, we're going to go on the record, so everybody just step back. Court is calling 2024 CR 2004 and 2024 CR 2158. Make sure your phones are on silent. State of Texas versus Maria Cisneros. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Hayden.
Doug
Defense.
Campbell, I'm sorry, Judge Doug Campbell.
And are you Miss Cisneros?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty in each of these cause numbers. On June 24th, a PSI was ordered. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State,
Yes, Your Honor.
defense?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report? State,
No.
defense?
No, Judge.
Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation?
Yes, Judge.
Any objection to the TAP evaluation? State, defense?
No, Judge, but in the TAP evaluation, it does say that she needs to have some additional evaluation that's scheduled for September 10th, 2024.
All right. All right, and each of the cause numbers, well, let's start in 2024 CR 2158. You entered a plea of guilty to aggravated assault of a security officer according to the plea bargaining agreement. Punishments be assessed at 8 years and a $1,500 fine. State is silent on your application. And cause number 2024 CR 2004, you entered a plea of guilty to retaliation. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is be assessed at 8 years in the prison, a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent. Defense, any witnesses?
Yes, I'll call my client.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you speak up and
Yes.
state your name for the record.
Maria Cisneros.
All right, everyone in the box, you all need to whisper. All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Maria, you understand that you're here on two different charges, is that correct?
Yes.
And you know that they're very serious allegations and that you pled guilty because you are guilty.
Yes.
Would you tell the court a little bit about your mental health record? What's your diagnosis and how are you being treated?
Bipolar, depression, and ADD, and they have me on Zyprexa.
When did you start taking the Zyprexa?
A few weeks after that, I was arrested.
And what were your symptoms prior to taking the Zyprexa and prior to your arrest?
Unstable,
Unstable what?
mood swings.
Okay. And as a result, you were probably making some pretty bad decisions, is that correct?
Yes,
And that includes the actions that led you to be here before the court today.
yes.
With respect to the Zyprexa, does it seem to be helping with your mood stabilization?
Yeah,
Are you explain to the court how it helps?
well,
Okay, so I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need you to speak up so I can hear.
it helps me. I really don't talk a lot, but I follow directions and I just speak a lot.
Okay.
Now, I see that in the PSI, you have quite a few different illegal substances that you've used in the past.
Yes,
Do you have cravings for those when you're using Zyprexa?
no,
So it's helping with that as well, is that correct?
yes,
Um, Are you asking the court to place you on probation today?
yes.
Why do you think you'll be successful on probation?
I'm sorry, I'm nervous right now.
I get it.
I've never been on probation before, so I'm just asking you to give me a check.
How old are you?
I'm 48.
Do you have any children?
Yes,
How old are they?
they're over 18.
How many children do you have?
3.
And have you spoken with them about you being on probation?
No,
With respect to your family support, do you have family support?
yes,
Explain that to the judge.
my parents and their parents.
Anybody else?
They're the only 2 people I write to.
Have they indicated to you whether you'll be able to go back to that home?
I believe I can.
If not, where will you be staying? If the court gives you probation,
I'm not sure.
would you like for one of your parents to come up here and address the court?
Sure.
Which one? What's your
Um,
name or his name?
My father Gonzalo Cisneros.
Okay. Does he speak English?
No,
Does your mother speak English?
no.
All right, why is everybody whispering? People are whispering like it's for dramatic effect, but I can't hear if everybody's whispering.
It's exactly for dramatic effect.
All right, let's not do dramatic
Okay.
effects.
Now, in your PSI, it says you don't want probation if you could have it your way. How would you rather have this case resolved?
I wish I could just have the, time served, same time.
And you know that in this case, it's either prison or probation, right?
I would like to take probation.
And you'll do everything that you can to be successful on probation.
Yes,
If the court were to send you to DDRF or some other facility, are you willing to go there to continue to get assistance with your mental health and your drug treatment?
yes,
And you understand that that's a better alternative to
yeah.
go into prison, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to let the court know? Are you remorseful for your actions this day?
Yes, I regret it.
Why do you regret it?
I was being stable at the time. Now that I think about it, I wish I could change things.
How would you change things in the future?
Probably not carry a machete.
That's,
So,
that's fair. What else?
and be more respectful of people.
And do you believe those are things that you've had an opportunity to learn while you've been in jail, waiting for this day?
Yeah,
Have you taken any classes while you've been waiting?
anger management,
Did you complete that course?
yes.
Tell the court maybe the top 3 things you learned in anger management.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the spot. I can't even
I know.
think right now.
It's okay, take your time. Have you learned any coping mechanisms to deal with your anger?
Yeah.
What coping mechanisms have you learned?
It's a stop sign
Mhm.
and redirect myself.
Okay, and how do you redirect yourself?
I just think about, consequences.
Okay, and right now you're facing a pretty big consequence, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you need to let the court know? Thank you, Judge Alvarez.
All right. So I know in the police report, you had left a hospital before all of this happened. What hospital had you left?
I was Metropolitan.
I'm sorry, what?
Metropolitan,
And why were you at Metropolitan Hospital?
when I got arrested,
Yes, why were you
Oh.
leaving the hospital?
I went to the hospital in the first place because I wanted to, I had got raped earlier, a few hours before that, and I wanted to talk to somebody, but I didn't want to get the person in trouble because I wasn't sure who he was. And I wanted to get tested to make sure that I'm getting the STD, so that's why I went to the hospital.
So what is your mental diagnosis?
Depression and bipolar.
All right. And any other diagnosis? What medication are you on?
Depression.
All right. Any other medication that you've been on in the past?
In the past, I've been on a few meds. I've been on Deferred, so long for Lutrin, Taxols, Ritalin.
And how long have you been on those medications?
It's been years I've been off of meds. I've been self-medicating myself.
All right. When's the first time you were given medication for mental health? Do you remember your age?
I was in my 20s.
All right. Would you like to have her parents testify?
Judge, they speak Spanish. I'm not
Well,
sure.
that's what
We have an
interpreters
interpreter.
are for.
We have an interpreter available. I would love to.
All right. If you'll step,
The last 10 minutes moved from crime to crisis. Maria Cisneros stands before the court on aggravated assault of a security officer and retaliation, both serious felonies. The PSI and TAP say she needs help. Her mental health history says the same. Bipolar, depression, years of self-medicating, now finally on Zyprexa and finishing anger management in jail. She's not asking to walk free. She's begging for probation, treatment, and a chance to stabilize. Should mental illness push the court toward treatment instead of straight prison time? Drop your thoughts below and make sure to like and subscribe for the next twist.
all right. Court is calling 2023 CR 11451. 2023 CR 11452. 2023 CR 11453. 2023 CR 11454, State of Texas versus Jesus Prado. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Graham, yeah.
Defense?
Ernest Acevedo for Mr. Prado.
All right, we'll start with the motions defense has filed. Its motion to modify bond conditions, and it's to remove the no contact order and replace it with no harmful or injurious contact. State, are you a chance to review the motions?
Yes, we have.
Any objections?
Actually, no, Your Honor. We had contact with the mother of the children. And she sent an email. I've sent it to defense. If I could tender that to the court without any objection.
No objections.
That was sent to Mr. Acevedo, but then the mother of the children forwarded that to my advocate.
All right, so here's my question with regards to this. Is CPS involved?
No.
But not
Do we know that for sure?
I'm virtually certain there isn't, Judge, not at this point in time, because he's in custody.
All right. Well, sometimes even if someone's in custody, CPS is still involved. And the reason why I bring it up is because when CPS is involved, and if they say, oh, we're not going to do anything because a person is in custody, and they close the case because they say children are protected, person is in custody, they're thinking that the person will still have no contact. So I want to know if there's actually a CPS case that was open and that's been closed, because this is what's going to end up happening. If there was a CPS case and if they closed it because they're saying no danger because you're in custody and then there is contact, then what's going to happen is the new CPS is going to be open and they're going to be wondering why Judge Boyd allowed contact. So I need to know if there was a CPS case and whether or not that CPS case has been closed. And if there was a CPS case and it was closed, 9 times out of 10, it was closed because they say person is in custody. So before I make a ruling on this, I want to know that fact and not just people saying it.
We'll check into that, Judge.
All right, thank you. I don't know why somebody's raising their hand in the back, but
Oh, there's family here, Judge. I'll
Okay.
talk to them after the.
all right, thank you. So the next thing is today there was supposed to be an offer tendered. Has an offer been tendered?
No, it's not, Your Honor.
All right. How much time do you need?
Well, we need this time. I did speak with defense counsel. I don't believe, we spoke about him, in a sense, not being ready for an offer, but if he's asking for one more expert, I believe.
There's a lot of medical evaluation going on right now, Judge, and there's an expert who said there's an issue that's come up that requires a different kind of expert. I'm trying to find somebody.
How long is this going to take?
Well, I think I can have a name pretty quick, but there has to be an evaluation, and that's going to take at least 60 days minimum, I would think.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to reset this for 60 days. And in 60 days, an offer needs to be tendered whether you have your expert or not.
Yes.
I understand, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what date?
October 7th.
All right, we're going to come back on October 7th. An offer will be due plus acknowledgement of discovery. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, and with regards to the request, defense in your motion, of course, you can set it on the docket or whatever and just bring that information. And I would prefer if there was a CPS case that was open, if you could have the caseworker zoom in. If there's no objections to the caseworker zooming in.
No objection.
No objection to that, Judge. I can have an answer for that pretty quickly.
All right, thank you. Just let Ms. Ferguson know and she'll put it on the docket. Quick witnesses for this case.
No, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 5390, State of Texas versus George Laverne Hawkins. Could I have parties announced for the state?
Andrew Harris, with the state.
Defense?
Renee Munoz.
And are you Mr. Hawkins?
Yes, ma'am.
You entered a plea on June 20th, 2024 to the offense of assault of a peace officer. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state is silent on your application. They're taking in consideration 2023 CR 7315, 2024 CR 5389, County Court Cause number 729000. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State,
Yes, Your Honor.
defense?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report? State,
No, Your Honor.
defense?
No.
Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation? State,
Yes, Your Honor.
any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Judge, and no objections.
All right, the state is silent. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses at this time, Judge, only a clarification, explanation / argument.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. With regard to Mr. Hawkins, I've been dealing with him for some time, assisting with these legal matters. He has been keen and set on taking advantage of the specialty court because I believe that specialty courts are designed for individuals like Mr. Hawkins that are dealing with issues and they need that support and structure from a team that can help them understand their issues and put different resources in the community. We did apply for veteran treatment court on May 30th. He was denied that court, albeit being a veteran and having served this country honorably, receiving honorable discharge, because there is not a sufficient nexus between his issues and the service, according to the program, Judge. So after that denial of that program, we went ahead and had him considered for lifetime recovery. We did reach out and have him screened, and we do have documentation here that he does meet criteria and can go there if allowed by the court. We also reached out to felony drug court in advance to see if he would meet criteria for that program as well. I do have documentation here that he does meet criteria. However, he was denied at that time because it is obviously, the court is well aware, post-adjudication program, and we're not at that stage as of this time. So Judge, he's been dealing with some issues. He did graduate from University of Houston with an accounting degree in 2010. However, some of the issues he's dealing with, namely surrounding substance use, he uses methamphetamine, things of that nature, had led him to be homeless and have some interaction with law enforcement. The nature surrounding these offenses are not of an egregious type. He was arrested and fled out and made contact with the officer's shin, I believe. The other offense that he was charged with, Judge, he was actually at Cross Point, excuse me, and he was going to be emergency detained from there and taken to a facility. However, he was routed to the jail upon them alleging have spit on the back of the officer's head. So there is some issues here. We don't believe that the issues are necessarily attributable to a criminal mindset, more so a cry for help and need for treatment, Judge. So we're asking the court to consider the avenue of treatments with inpatient treatment facility. I referenced the PSI, and the PSI is recommending inpatient treatment. We're asking for that to be ordered, Judge, so he can be transferred from here to lifetime recovery, have him doing well.
But what is, this says in the report, he declined to have a mental health screening, stating he didn't want to sign for any of the department's dual diagnosis programs or residential programs because he doesn't like the idea of sitting in jail for 4 months just to go to treatment.
Yes, Judge, and if I might clarify that, I believe he's maybe had heard word around the jail that maybe the DDRF times are long. They could result in months-long waits to get him into facility. And I think that he's been in custody for a number of months now. He's wanting to get a hold on his treatment and recovery, and believes that lifetime recovery would probably be less of a wait time to get him into that treatment, Judge. So I did explain that in the PSI with him, and he stated that was his concern about the mental health facility being a much longer wait and him waiting in custody until a bed opens up, where in contrast to that, the Bexar County is notifying me that they do have space for him at lifetime recovery, and they can readily transfer him there to get him on the road to his recovery and to turn his life around. And My suggestion, and I think the court hopefully is on the same mindset, that if he does that, it's gonna put him in a better place to work the felony drug court program, which he meets criteria for, and give him that access to that specialty court, which we were vying for and trying to get with the Veterans Treatment Court, but he did not meet criteria for that, Judge. For these reasons, we're asking respectfully for the court to consider that.
30 minutes in, and the stories behind the charges start to surface. Maria explains leaving the hospital after a sexual assault exam, decades of unstable mental health, and meds that came too late. The judge digs into her past prescriptions, her diagnoses, and her support system, even calling her parents to the stand. Then another case shifts the energy. A father in multiple felonies asks to change a no-contact order, while the judge worries about CPS records and child safety. If you were on that bench, would you lean more toward protection or second chances? Comment your verdict, and remember to like and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
I do have the treatment documentations of been evaluating him, Judge, as well, for the court to consider, just to verify. It's my understanding, confirmed with the state of Texas representatives, that they're silent as to this request because they see the need for him to get some treatment and some help. And he's been patiently waiting for us to try to get it together to hopefully create these avenues for him. And I think we have some options and availability here, Judge, to get him some treatment over just incarceration.
All right. I see that he is a veteran and was honorably discharged.
Yes, Judge.
And it appears from reviewing the history and reviewing the instant case that there's an issue with drug use. There's an issue with mental health. Now, whether that mental health occurred due to his military service or not, the court doesn't have that information. So I'm going to give you a choice. Sometimes I can give people choices. Sometimes I can not give them choices. I always tell people, you can't choose how your recovery is going to look like in the sense of, I want this treatment, I don't want that treatment. Because if you could do that and write your own program, we wouldn't be here and you wouldn't have the criminal history that you have. So I can sentence you to 4 years in prison, or what's going to end up happening is I'm going to refer you back to felony drug court because I know they have a dual diagnosis program. If they don't accept you, you're going to safety. So those are your choices.
Is, Your Honor, just for clarification, the felony drug court dual diagnosis, is that within the felony drug court like
Yes.
program? Would it still be an avenue for him to get treatment at lifetime recovery? If
He's going to felony, if felony drug courts accepts him, then drug court will set his conditions. If felony drug court does not accept him, he's going to safety.
Okay, yes, understood, Judge. If we could be considered for the felony drug court and then whatever recommendations they may have, as long as they're reasonable, Judge, we'll definitely, he'll be on board with that.
No, I mean, felony drug court,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if people think their recommendations are reasonable or not. It's, if he goes to felony drug court, then felony drug court is going to set his conditions. If he goes to felony drug court and he says, I don't want this, then what's going to end up happening, a motion to revoke is going to be filed.
Yes, Judge, I understand. And ultimately, we're looking for an avenue for him to get treatment through a specialty court. So that's with the recommendation of felony drug court piece. He wanted me to voice that he would like to be considered for that and take part of that program.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. Take in consideration 2023 CR 7315, 2024 CR 5389, 72900. He's to remain in custody for the following evaluations. a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then safe P, followed by aftercare. And then MIC evaluation, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment or SSI within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Anger management. Field visits. One time per month until further notice. And I'm sorry, instead of the anger management probation, it's going to be this a hostility management aggression control program. There's to be no contact with K Talley, Talley. And probation with regards to the MIC, maybe the best place for that, if he's not accepted in to felony drug court, once he's released from safety, if we do the mental health treatment through the VA. Probation, also, we'll do 200 hours of community service restitution. Probation, is there anything else he needs? I'm sorry?
No, sir.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do
Understood.
you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the court did not see any restitution amount for the officer. So state if there is going to be restitution to the officer, you will need to provide that within 30 days.
Yes, Your
No.
Do you understand that we're asking the court for probation for Maria rather than prison time?
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts on whether she would do well in prison or would she benefit from treatment outside of prison?
Yes.
Do you think she would benefit from prison?
I think so.
Why do you think she would benefit from prison rather than treatment out in the world? Or
Because,
do you think? that-
Well, wait a minute, let me hear the answer.
because we're not sure that she is going to keep coming to the appointments. But if she promises and promises to obey, then yes.
Do you understand that she's already told the court she's gonna do everything she can to be successful on probation, including going to mental health appointments?
Okay,
Do you understand that? Do
yes,
you understand that she's already told the court that she's willing to take her medication so that you can continue to get mental health treatment?
Yes,
Are you okay with her moving back to your home with your wife?
yes,
And you understand she can't do that if she goes to prison, right?
yes,
So are you here to tell the court that you are going to support Maria in her continued efforts
yes. Yes,
with her mental health?
yes,
And do you have a plan to try to help her get to her mental health visits? Will you drive her?
well, if there's time, yes.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have.
All right, I just have a few questions. What has been your experience with your daughter and her going to appointments that have been ordered for her?
Well, that she behaves okay.
All right, does she go to her appointments that she's supposed to go to?
Yes, yes.
All right. Are you aware of any mental health issues that she has?
40 minutes later, the pattern is clear. This courtroom runs on consequences. Shelby loses probation and heads to prison for 6 years. Maria fights for supervision instead of 8 years behind bars, while other defendants wait on experts, CPS files, and body cam footage just to move forward. Some get more time, some get more treatment, and some get nothing but another date on the calendar. Justice here isn't simple. It's a constant struggle between mercy, safety, and hard limits. Do you think this judge is striking the right balance or going too hard on people who stumble? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real courtroom stories like this.